That's my 75 F250 Highboy. Just finished the exhaust on the motor. It's a rebuilt 390. Got a comp cams 279 thumper cam in it. The headers are Headman. And trying to figure out where to route the exhaust on this. I built a bracket here at the back of the transfer case to hold my track bars back to the rear axle. There's really not a fender well exit header made for the 390 motor in these trucks without having something custom done. These headers were a good deal on Craigslist. I decided to go with the inside the frame. I kind of like the clean look of it as well, without seeing so much of the exhaust. So with these headers in these trucks, a common exit point is right here in between the frame rail and the transfer case on both sides, but due to my track bar bracket mount that I had here, I kind of couldn't do that. So I decided to just terminate and exit right here in front of the transfer case and tuck both mufflers in here. Install was pretty slick. The Headman headers do end up about an inch below the frame, so I ended up heating the headers, just warming the truck up, and then using a floor jack and a chunk of 4x4 to sit right here underneath the header flange and lift the header. And then I just left some pressure on them, real light. Don't go too fast, you'll crack the headers. Real light pressure, adding a pump or two every minute or two with the headers warm, and got them to where they sit nice and even, about halfway against the frame rails instead of hanging down as low as they did. For the mufflers, these are the Summit Race Series mufflers. They're just a copy of a Flowmaster, a little cheaper, $29.99 on Summit. So I used a 3-inch collector, welded into a piece of 3-inch pipe that is clamped onto the Summit mufflers. And then I had some S-bends laying around that I cut and made tips with, and then just welded those on to kind of exit right here at an angle against the transfer case. It's going to be a little bit of a tight fit against my front drive shaft, but it will clear. Looks tight, but it will clear, even with suspension movement. So there's the exit. Let's fire it and see what we get. My little helper here. About to fire the truck, babes. Cold right now. I haven't had it running since last night. Still between 70 and 80 psi when it's cold like this. You can see there's really no room to bring them by against the transfer case, but they sit nice and even.